Dire team ban.
The sack.
Radiant team pick.
Earth Shaker.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Welcome back, guys. We're here. We're ready. Game number 3. No more delays this time. TNC against 123. Southeast Asian ESL One New York. As for you here. Oh, it's been a day. It's been a long old day. But hopefully I've got someone here to save me. Musica, who do you think is going to take game number 3? Because both games have crazy.
It is really hard to say. It really depends on who gets the comfort heroes. The first game, you can see TNC really got what they wanted. In terms of comfort. They just got all the early game heroes. They just put a lot of pressure early game and ended the game by the mid game. And as for the second game, the bounty hunter just went out of control. His tracks were just everywhere. Got kills left, right, front, and center, and just it led to them snowballing. So it really depends on how the draft pans out. And it seems the draft is more towards what happened in the first game, I would say. The same pickups from both teams.
Yeah, Leshrak Rubik for 123, Gyro Earthshaker for TNC. Pretty much same bans out. Clockwork, but they get their hands on the Darkseer this time, which was banned out second phase by 123, replaced by the Undying here. Quap, Spiritbreaker, Bounty, Tusk will take. PNC, they've got a massive wombo. Vacuum, Cooldown, Fisher. 3. This Leshrak Rubik doesn't have to worry about the Undying anymore, so that's one thing that check off their list. They're also pretty good against the Darkseer. Telekinesis after the Surge, Split Earth to follow through. And they should have the damage with whatever one-roll carry they pick up to actually kill off the Darks. I can kind of see him spending a little time in the jungle just building.
I really don't feel Team 123 should go back into the Leshrak support. I mean, looking at game 1, you can see because of the fact that Leshrak did not have any items, he wasn't able to really just go in and stand there and deal the damage. A Leshrak without items is just basically a paper walking around, just waiting to be killed, rather. And TNC just punishes that fact. So, if I were I would probably recommend going for the Leshrak core. And Yamate plays a pretty decent Leshrak middle as well. So I think that would be a better option for them.
The 4th ban out from 123 again. Wanting to deal with, AU's investing little hero pool. Full lane, off lane, Darkseer Phoenix off to handle. Pick up the Earthshaker, who's picked up this Dark. I have seen AU now in games in a row. I've seen him do it a whole bunch in the past, go for a bottle as his first item on the Earthshaker. And now we've seen him do it on Dazzle and Omni Knight, buying that bottle as quickly. He plays every support hero as a Wisp. Buy nothing, get a bounty rune, try and stack up a little bit of bottle and get that regen. 3. Go with a failsafe. Picked up here, but I guess you're hoping here that the Leshrak goes safe lane, right? As a one.
I'm definitely hoping for that.
Dire team pick.
Doesn't seem like the case.
Maybe we'll get it. They've got a ton of stuns, a lot of nuke damage. But Lina, she offers a little bit of physical damage. They do need a little bit more, which is where the anti-mage comes in here. Hero against the Darkseer can Iron Shell creep, jump onto the Darkseer and provide a lot of damage through the mana break. Have that Naga Siren who fought around a little bit. Control lanes with Riptide.
10 seconds remaining.
Those mirror image illusions just to waves with Riptide as well.
5 seconds remaining.
They are looking, I'm assuming here, for their mid lane as their last pick. So, what do you ban out?
Time.
A again?
They'll definitely ban out some. Probably not the TA. The TA is more effective in the Dire because of the rush factor, but on Raiden it's not as effective, especially since it can't really stack the Ancients as efficiently as it can compared to when it's on Dire. So probably in hero like Shadow Fiend, something that has impact in the early game, but not too reliant on magical damage. Because right now TNC has a very strong wombo combo lineup. They have the Earthshaker, Darkseid, the Song to set up, the Darkseid for Vacuum, the Earthshaker, Echo Slam, and just so much AoE damage. It's gonna be really surprising as to what 1-2-3 picks up to deal with this.
The anti-mage kind of means that Storm Spirit's like out of the question now, right? You can't really pick Storm into Lina Leshrac AM. Can't really go for that for the middle lane. Shadow Fiend I like. There's still Wind Ranger. Maybe we could see a Meepo here. You know, it's one of those interesting little flavor picks that they do throw out from time to time. But options open right now. I'd love to see something like maybe like a Tinker here. Just the fact that they've got Nagasara and Illusions to jump onto, you know, not necessarily because it's great for the draft, just because I like watching Tinker get played. Oh man, Chains was my favorite player for a long time.
Ah yes, Chains, my old teammate, is just an absolutely sick Tinker player.
The Manta Radiance Tinker that I saw him do the other blew my mind. He was 8 slotted and he bought Manta plus Radiance and he was pushing with it. Huskar is taken out by TNC though. What are you going to ban here? Lots of things to you know, I agree with you. I think you go for the safest Shadow Fiend, but they take out the Ember Spirit.
Team pick.
And deal with this initiation power from Flesh and Lina. They've got good initiation from the Earthshaker. He can stun people from fog, and usually what you look for at that middle lane is ES hiding in the fog, waiting for the moment to strike to either turn aggressive play from the opponent or to start one off for someone like an SF, like Alina. Naga Siren running around, controlling runes with a Gyrocopter down at bottom lane. Maybe you want to put him a bit more focused down.
5 seconds remaining.
Good to even feasibly put Naga Siren plus Darkseid up at top. We thought that a little bit. Iron Shell on Naga, get a poor man shield on her, and on her towards the supports. There's very little that Rubik and Leshrac can do to.
Yeah, especially with the anti-mage as they carry, they don't really have the means to just go up to the Darkseid Naga and just hit them down. One issue for TA.
Dire team
Do go for it.
Well, that is very interesting. One issue that I see with the Radiant side is that Team 1-2-3 has a much more mobile lineup. They don't really have the best of catches. They really need to team fight to be able to take the game into their favor. And if 1-2-3 just decides to not team fight them at all, they just constantly split push with the anti-mage and probably get one hero that can control them with the Omni Knight.
Okay. They go for the Omni Knight themselves. But what does this do to their lanes? Like
probably Omni Knight offlane.
Okay. I've not seen that in a long time. Like that hails back to the days of Jimmy Demon on EG. He was playing Omni offlane and Kotl offlane and all these hiding in the trees and buying blink down. How does he survive down there?
I don't see
I guess repel against the rocket barrage is pretty good.
It's decent, but I don't really see the usefulness of Omni Knight here. Considering they have the Naga net that goes through repel, they have. It's not as if they're entirely magical based. They have a lot of physical damage coming from the TA and the Gyrocopter as well when it comes online. And Omni Knight just doesn't really work well against an AoE lineup where they have the magic damage to actually focus your entire team rather than just one single target. It really feels to me like they're just going all in on this anti-mage. If the anti-mage is big, they win the game. If the anti-mage fails to farm, then they don't get anything.
Look at how they've switched things up.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's gonna... It might be a Rubik Lina offlane, and they're just leaving the anti-mage at top by himself, possibly?
Yeah, this, like, Guardian Angel is good against Flat Cannon, good against when she jumps. Purification is okay against the damage that they've got. But what kind of impact he has? bo3 is on the Omni. Yamate mid Leshrac, Kang on the Lina. Vic heading down to bottom lane as well. Actually, they're all heading down to bottom lane, gonna contest this rune. Oh. Are they going aggro? Or is this just gonna be to contest bot rune, get some observer wards down?
Aggro try is definitely possible. Considering that they have 2 melee supports with the Earthshaker and the Naga, the Gyrocopter doesn't really have a range to hit the Lina as well. The Gyrocopter only has what? 360 range compared to the Lina's almost 700 range.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a huge difference. If I could see this working out if they go for the aggro try. And Anti-Mage does fine against the Darkseer as long as he has enough consumables, which he has 10 tangles. Should be more than enough.
Only 10 tangos.
Yeah, only 10.
And then, you know, he's got enough money to save, well, saved up to buy Quelling Blade, then... Like, do you want to go Poor Man Shield first and then Quelling Blade, or do you want the Quelling Blade first?
You probably don't need Poor Man Shield against Darkseer. You just rush the Quelling Blade with the Ring of Health, and that should be enough.
Okay. Well, top rune's going to go to TNC. Anti-Mage will scout it out, but he's... Jump in there, there's no way. No way he goes in there to stop this. Bot rune? Yeah, against Lesh this time around. Very interesting matchup. So, the TA, you kind of saw it picked. That hero against Lina. Last game, it didn't do so well, but Bounty Hunter really... Yeah, usually does. But against Leshrac, how does she fare? Because Lightning Storm gets spammed out. Maybe an early value point in Edict could come out from Yamate as well, which burns through Refraction very easily.
I think it's roughly the same for Lina and Leshrac, except that when Leshrac gets level 6, his killing potential on the TA is much higher than the Lina, because of the Pulse Nova, which takes away the Refraction so quickly. But if Draven plays this right, if he just pulls the creeps back constantly, takes the last hit under his tower, he should be fine.
You already saw the battle begin down at bot lane. Kang just releasing those little fireballs, harassing down Gyro time and time again, and there's the Light Strike Ray landing as well. Noji did manage to turn things around a little bit earlier on with a good Fisher into Rocket Barrage onto the Lina. Forcing them back, they've got plenty of regen, they've got plenty of staying power. Up at top, the Rubik. Anti-Mage against Sam H. The double Iron Shell is down and out. Ben with the Quelling Blade. Clear through these creeps, but burning through regen at a pretty quick rate. Raven got bottle incoming. Crack. Quite gotten his yet, so this... Yeah, with the pretty quick bottle rush, might have the upper hand now as she just starts spamming through, denying, side blading across. Yamate's losing his HP now. Doesn't have that shared tango ready for 30 seconds time, so he goes in pretty aggressively with that value point in Edict, burning through the Refraction. That's what I'm talking about. But I expected this at level 4, so that you had a 1-1-2 build. The level 1 Lightning Storm is, you know, it's pretty awful, right? You need that level 2.
Yeah, that was a bit early to use his mana there, and TA has just gone back to full and even has a regen in this bottle. Yamate needs to be careful how he uses his mana.
He even misses a split earth there. Even more mana going down the drain, while back down at bottom lane, no Light Strike Array onto them up at top, they've dived under, the Ensnare, the Ion Shell. Ben! What level is that Ensnare? Level 1 only, but with a Riptide and double shell. Kill off the Anti-Mage. Has no points. Mana Shield. 1 in Break, 1 in Blink. He's been caught at bot lane as well, Rocket Barrage, but no Purification. There's just action on every side of the map.
Oh, you can't keep track of everything.
It's these aggressive dual lanes. Like, the aggro dual lanes are just pushing up pretty hard into the... Take a look at that. Nagasara and Poor Man Shield, and now a bottle. Good amount of farm onto this Nagasara. No Observer Wards or anything bought by her, I guess. Lucky the Earthshaker. He's the one with the brunt of the Observers, the support items. That official there to stop the advance of the Omni Knight. Noji should be okay just to farm under his tower for now. The LSA misses. Up, Flat Cannon ready. Rocket Barrage level 2 as well. 3-4-3. They've cut the wave here and they're diving onto tier 1 looking for the Earthshaker. Just the amount of pressure palpable.
Yeah, both of the carries are not getting an easy time. They just want to make sure that both the carries don't get that fast item that allows them to participate in team fights early, especially for the anti-mage. The slower they get the battle fury, the less the push comes from him. And they're doing a pretty good job. With the Darkseer and the Naga going up there, it actually puts a lot of pressure on the anti-mage. It makes him more vulnerable to the Darkseer's Iron Shell because of the net, and it has definitely slowed down his farm quite a fair bit.
Darkseer. Good start he wants. Oh, what's happening over here? Yamate with 343. They've seen the Earthshaker. But us there with level 3. Level 3 Edict?
Wow. I'm just being amazed, like, everywhere.
I haven't seen in a year. Like, I've seen the 244 build. I've seen the 414 build. I've seen the 224 build. But I have not seen the Max Edict build in at least a year. Like, this used to be the way to build Leshrac. You wanted to push towers, you wanted to crush towers. We go Max Edict. Yamate here, though, I'm pretty sure this is just against the TA. Come at me if you want to. I'll burn through your refraction. But it does a damn good amount of damage to everyone else as well. But it's not the farming build. He's not going to be able to farm efficiently with Lightning Storm and Split Earth. That's what you want for clearing camps and for pushing waves. This Edict is... I want to kill people and kill towers over and over again.
Yeah, this is something as far back as the AL days when I was still in Absolute Legends, where maxing Edict first was the way to go. Just Edict and stun, and just forgoing the Lightning Storm, because he had such a long casting animation back then. But seemingly doing such a build against just the TA seems a bit over. Oh, top.
Look up here. They finally kill off the Naga. Kang does transition up here. The 2 points in Dragon Slayer, just a little bit too much heat there for the Naga Siren, and now Ben blinks forward. Aggression to the next level. X-Lucky. Dinner across there. Be able to get this rune. Maybe he throws a Fisher to slow her down a little bit. Actually gonna go contest this. Blightstrike Array and Dragon Slaver ready. Kang now pops the bounty.
Oh,
he's stuck.
He's blocked.
He's trapped in. There's an LSA, maybe to try and get the kill, maybe to try and save his life. The Fisher should...
Oh, it's just fine.
Now the Rubik behind him as well. Now the Earthshaker's moved up to top lane, so they've got Ensnare, Fisher, and double Iron Shell. Ensnare to start things off. The anti-mage blinks away. Ben gets back to the tier 1 tower. Rubik, Lina, they're actually looking towards middle lane, but Raven has gone across to farm up the little...
They're really doing so well against this anti-mage. Generally, at the 6-minute 40-second mark, a good anti-mage game would be you'll be looking at roughly 45 CS to 50 CS at this point of time. But right now, he's only sitting at 29, and you can tell he's just really struggling to find the farm that he needs. And against a team that really just wants the team fight, the anti-mage needs to get this battle free as soon as possible. He needs to start the split push as fast as he can to ensure that TNC can't really just group up as S5 and push.
And now he's left the top lane to farm his jungle. That's how much pressure he's actually... Ben, round he's seeing, okay, camps are stacked up, I can't clear them efficiently enough, and top tier 1 dropping pretty quickly. TP go down to bot lane, it's Lucky. Help out Noji on that Gyrocopter. Now Ben has moved back in. The TP's coming in from Leshrac. The Riptide will drop their armor low, but Telekinesis onto Damage. They've got the Split Earth and the Man of Void to follow. AU not going to get the counter kill back onto Minerva, and he's going to lose his life as well. Look at that damage out from Yamate. The Edict is ridiculous. Bot lane, though, it's the kill fest. Lina drops for the Gyro, but 343 escapes. All round, 1, 2, 3, definitely coming out on top here.
TNC got a little bit too over themselves there. The two of them just stayed up there, just trying to get the tower down by themselves when the Leshrac had a TP ready, the Rubik was close by, and they just got punished for it. The Leshrac came, just took them both out, and this really gives anti-mage the space he needs to get closer to his battle free.
Quite pretty quick. Well, Darkseer is the kind of unsung hero here. Up to level 6. His net worth is getting 3,000, but it's that mech. Once the mech timing hits, We've actually got the power with the gyrocopter to run forward with cooldown, the mech, sustain and heal. The Naga Song is also ready to set up as well. So they have got all the makings of great teamfight here. While, like you're saying, 1, 2, 3 is still waiting for any kind of item progression. Omni has arcanes, Rubik has very little. This Leshrac, I'm still waiting to see what he builds, and maybe after this kill, oh, he doesn't get it. Song stops him. Makes sure that the Darkseer escapes with his life. But yeah, Yamate, which is travel? No, he's still going for the Bloodstone, okay. I was kind of wondering, with 2,000 gold,
he needs to be careful.
The Fisher comes out, and Raven, he's here, surged, Iron Shield up, and Yamate drops. Luckily, he spent the majority of his gold. Point booster and energy booster, both on Furia. Life.
That was really risky by Yamate. That was really a little bit of unawareness from Yamate. He knew the tower went down, and TNC saw the chance and immediately took it. They just all started running at him the moment the tower went down, because they knew that no TP backup could come, and Yamate just got punished for it.
Yeah, he's all alone. They had people wrapping in from behind, they had people running in from the front. Are they looking for a kill here on the Lina? Earthshake and Naga are kind of posturing forward, looking for it, while 343, he's hit his level 6. Hasn't leveled up Repel, nor Guardian Angel just yet. Waiting to see what he needs, I guess. Guardian Angel, long cooldown ability, and that's Repel. Could prove to be the turning point in a fight, while they buy up a couple of smokes themselves. That aggressive play, and... Okay, Leshrac got himself level 4 Lightning Storm now. So he's got the ability to farm through jungle camps. He's actually built himself back up pretty nicely. It's just the level 1 stun. As long as you have this splitter, as long as you have the telekinesis, I guess, from the Rubik to set up for it, then it's fine. And I can definitely see him going for a Yule Scepter this game. But it's not going to give you that same potential as you... Leshracs. Oh, bot lane. The Lina illusions are coming in. Are they going to get baited by this? Are they going to... Yeah, they know it's an illusion now. But they also know... 1, 2, 3 realize that the side swipe coming in from the jungle. They've got time. Anti-Mage now can farm freely up at top. He can push out this lane and know that he's not going to be pressured anymore, because there are multiple heroes down here from TNC.
I'm really surprised by this Omni-Knight build. He's going for the double degen aura instead of putting anything on Repel. Especially against a lineup that has so much magical damage.
Dire's bottom tower.
I'm trying to think of a reason as to why he's doing it. Possibly he wants to run up and try to slow the attack or something, but there doesn't seem to be any valid answers.
Ben has got his treads, his health. Yay, still going for the Desolator build. So treads want no race ban this game. Straight into that Deso and keep yourself farming through. Anti-Mage blinking away from a Naga. Naga Siren causing absolute havoc for him. But across the board, the Leshrac with 5,000 net worth, Bloodstone, you know, far away at all. The Darkseer has actually raced himself up and above, but Gyrocopter, who I thought was having a time while the Lina was running around, he was kind of 1v1 against that Omni. It's that one death he has that has really kind of set him back. He hasn't been able to farm his jungle. The Dar Observer Ward has kept a good, close eye on him in there. He hasn't got any stacks for himself. Maybe when they build up... Oh, yeah. Sentry over on the Ancients. Ward in the jungle. The Dire are keeping such close tabs on this enemy jungle and amp stacking that they can't really go and do it safely.
Yeah, both... Oh, middle lane. Yamate.
Oh, Samech, he mechs himself. He's going to escape.
Oh, Yamate might pay for this.
Can he TP out? No, he cannot. Melt Strike from Raven will find the kill. Now Raven is getting closer and closer to that Desolator. Puts Noji up to 700 gold. Pretty much bracer territory on this Gyrocopter. And that's twice now, where Yamate has either seen a kill or seen a creep wave and thought, I can get away with this. I can get away with, one more go here. And TNC are so aware of when they can strike. They know exactly when to go in.
Yeah, Yamate has been starting to get pretty greedy with the kills and all action at top again. It's fine.
Blink back, no vacuum in time. The Mage is okay with the repel up on him now. A little fair to away from the Battle Fury. The Observer Ward in the jungle times out. Down at bottom lane, Lucky. Lucky this time. Nice strike array off the mark. He uses Fisher to farm the wave as well. Now
They might be going for a kill.
He dodges it! This Earthshaker, back and forth, weaving in and out of the trees. Oh, do you think they go for the kill on Kang here?
I don't think so. TP assist could mean both of the Earthshakers and the Gyro's death. They're just gonna play it safe and farm up for now. I must say, both teams has been really doing a good job on keeping track of both the enemy carries. Both the Gyro and the anti-mage are having a hard time just farming even. It is the mid lanes that are doing better, but TA seems to have a better edge. He has his Desolator up already at 14 minutes in. That could mean a rush at any time of the game. And the Lashrak, he was doing well at start, but because of the 2 deaths that he given to TNC, it has kind of set him back a little bit. And right now he's looking at himself from a 13-minute Bloodstone to a now potentially 17-minute Bloodstone.
Yeah, maybe even a little bit later. Get killed off again if he goes a little too aggressive. Kang though, bottom lane, they go with a 4 men in. Laguna Blade thrown onto the Gyro. Able to finish him off. I'm just looking at these Radiant Observer wards. One in the camp, one out of the camp. They're just watching for this anti-mage, jumping from lane to jungle. Back again. Tier 1 at bottom lane going to be the port of call here for the Radiant though. AU, the Naga Siren.
Oh, they need to be careful.
They want to set this up. Yamate's walked into this as well. 4,000's ready. The Gyro's low on HP, but the call down, the nuke damage out from Raven.
Oh my gosh.
Obliterates Yamate in an instant. That was the perfect setup into the perfect cooldown into death and destruction for 1-2-3.
This is the combo that I was talking about. The team fight that TNC wants to look for. The song setup, into the cooldown, the Echo Slam, and 1-2-3 just gave them the perfect chance to do it with both the Rubik and the Omni-Knight standing together. The Lashrak even coming in, and it's just given TNC the rush kill plus the tier 1 tower. 1-2-3 is in really big trouble now.
Yeah, and Aegis Immortal up on that TA. Can very nearly afford a Blink Dagger if she wants to, actually. Yeah, the Anti-Mage was... No, the one bright side, if you can find a bright side from that fight, is that Anti-Mage did get some free time up at top. Nearly up to his Battle Fury, 350 gold away from it. But the bright side is very, very limited what it can do. Game progresses because pushing in, the tier 1 at top still standing. Tier 1 at bot still standing. They need these tier 1 towers to try and feed their Rubik, feed their Omni-Knight. They're the ones really suffering here. The Anti-Mage, you know, it's behind, it looks like it's bad for him. But if it's bad for your AM, even worse for your, you know, big Omni, your Leshrac doesn't have Bloodstone yet. Finally gets the Yule Scepter up and running though. Maybe this kind of turning point if they smoke, find a pick-off. But I don't know if there's going to be any solitary heroes out here from the Radiant. They're going to group up, they're going to get up as 5, go into tier 1s, into tier 2s. They've got Guardian Greaves finished on the Darkseer. With a song coming up in 70 seconds, Arcane's Medallion over on that Naga Siren. I can only see the pressure mounting. 1-2-3, I guess the best idea is to split. Get yourselves towers, get yourselves some kind of momentum elsewhere, away from TNC as much as you can.
Structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, top lane. Earthshaker.
Oh, they found him. Mana Void. They lose out a little bit here though. Dire take a tier. Oh, they took a tier 1 on bot. Yamate gets the tower there, and TP's back to tier 2. They get a kill. They get a bit of momentum down at bot lane. I thought the pings coming out from TNC actually were indicating they wanted to go. Oh my god!
Oh, the sideways!
Nearly finding Kang behind the vacuum back. That's perfect though. Lina and Rubik both obliterated there as Raven picks up a double kill. And what can they do to stop this? Can they defend high ground here?
Oh, this is gonna be really hard.
I don't think
they don't have, you know, they're gonna lose a tower here.
There's no glyph?
Possibly even losing a Rex.
Do you go range racks or melee racks? With 12 seconds until Leshrac,
melee racks.
You've got melee racks coming here. There's nothing to stop you. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, and even then you've got to TP in, you've got to get into position to fight the Naga illusions. Push them back. The TP from the Lina Gets her into a full position, but they're going to get a full lane here. TA blinks forward. The Yule Scepter saves her for a split second at least, but now the song.
Oh, here comes the sleep.
The cooldown is going to be on top of 4 of them. It's going to rip her apart. 1, 2, 3, obliterated behind their own tier 4s, and that is going to be it. TNC, 18.5 minutes in. The Guardian Angel does a little bit here to save them, but Raven blinks back to take them down. Anti-Mage, Ben, you're up on top lane. You're farming, but your team is dying. Your base is falling. You're losing your mid-racks and possibly even your tier 4s here.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That just happened so quickly. From a single bad fight into your racks and then another bad fight. And it just gave TNC so much. 123 needed to realize that they couldn't fight against the team fight potential of TNC. What they needed to do was just to split push as long as they can. And they were doing well. They took a tier 1 bottom, the tier 1 at bottom. The anti-mage was splitting top. And for some reason they chose to come back and fight, thinking that they could fight without the Naga song.
Yeah.
However, it is still a 4v5 and it just got absolutely punished for it.
Yeah, I thought it was all looking fine. Like you said, tier 1 bot, AM got a kill at top. They were pushing top. And TNC barely scraped the tier 2. You know, then the Lina and Leshrac TP'd in. And then they got caught. And then tier 2 fell. And they couldn't come back in. And Leshrac with a 20-minute Bloodstone. Great, Yule Scepter on Lina. Anti-Mage, Battle Fury, and Yasha. Push continues. But I'm just wondering, is Manta Style going to do anything? Well, you here? You need a BKB. Yeah, well, to be fair, you need another 3 items to fight here as the Anti-Mage. BKB on Gyro, the TA now with Blink, Deso, and 4,300 gold. Aegis is still up. Raven still has that secondary life, could even blink forward here if she really wanted to. Because Song of the Siren is off cooldown again. They've got the setup again, and they're already pushing into this tier 3. Bot lane, Ben is still pushing with the anti-mage. Yamate, oh man, he's got a little bit too far forward here. Blink, there's the strike, and a purification not going to save him. Song of the Siren will set up once again. TNC with a cooldown of Black Cannon. Minerva's got the refraction stolen, but it's not enough. Kang now taking a full brunt. BKB dodges out the Light Striker, Laguna Blade even. And Yamate respawns in a split second. Buyback out from the Lina. But they've taken the tier 3. Maybe they can stop the racks. Oh my god, Yule Scepter up. Try and save your left rack. Split Earth will hold him in place. There's no Aegis. There's no Aegis Immortal here. TA does die. The Monster Kill streak is gone. But Yamate, he's down and out again. 26 seconds without him. Buyback is available. As Gyro is on the retreat, he walks past the wall. Anti-Mage walks past it as well, but the back in creates the illusions. Kang being taken out by his own teammate here. Mana Void maybe tries to turn the fight around and will do so. Finally finding the kills they need.
Under attack.
But they've lost so much in the process.
Looks like they're still not done. They want the Naga.
They've had enough of this Naga. Cooldown from Gyro? Yeah. I thought maybe for a second there it was stolen by the Rubik. But this Naga Siren has Solar Crest. That evasion! Look at it! You can't hit me. You can't hit me. And now the fake out. Now the fake. Oh, they know which is the real one. Noji's coming to try and clear up the AM. And Snare is there.
And they even kill him.
Pretty good. Fisher and Echo.
Oh,
they kill the Omni behind, but Ben is still fighting fit. Jumps over the trees and far away. But they're on the chase. Oh my god. That fight, that chase just never ended.
I think 123 is just really desperate right now. They're trying to get whatever the kills they can. They definitely did not expect them to be getting racks at 18 minutes into the game. TNC has just been delivering with so much aggression, even with their new lineup. People were saying without Tihi that TNC might have been a bit weaker, but this is definitely not what they're showing right here. They're still proving to be a really strong, aggressive team that knows what kind of playstyle they want to go for, and they're absolutely destroying Team 123 in Game 3.
Yeah, I think Tihi, you know, he was kind of like the laning phase king. I very rarely saw him lose a lane regardless of his matchup. But Raven proving that he can play as well, if not better, with a blink forward. Anti-Mage is dead for a minute. The wall has been dropped.
She has no buyout.
No wall, there's no echo, but you're right, there's no buyback. The push coming in bot lane. Yamate tried his hardest to get something going on the other side of the map. Raven, oh, they've gone for the smoke, the fake back to smoke in. Raven goes for Rax now. They've run up to the high ground, and Glyph is forced to pop. What's the plan of attack? What's your jump in? Because the jump in from Raven is straight there onto Yamate. Repel to try and save him. Now LSA with a split earth. Raven pops his BKB, and Yamate is turning back to Fountain. They lose their top Rax. AU is still smoked here. Got Song and Blink. There's a Blink dagger up on this Naga Siren. Got another lane of Rax. Now moving down to bottom lane. Maybe. Oh, they've got to push that lane all the way out from the tier 3 though.
Yeah, this is gonna give 123 a little bit of time. But it's really hard to find comfort in a situation like this. You're looking at 2 of your lanes being done in 24 minutes. Your anti-mage, he's decently farmed, but the rest of the heroes are all barely struggling to survive. The Lina off lane looked to work out initially, but it just kind of spiraled really quickly, and now Lina it seems to be that 123 has no way of really initiating. They don't have any answers for the BKB. All they have is the eels into the stun, but it doesn't even guarantee a kill at all. All it does is make them activate their BKBs, and right after that, all TNC needs to just hit the racks with the BKBs.
Even this TA. Out with the Demon Edge, and Butterfly being built up quickly by the Gyrocopter. Yamate, 4 Bloodstone charges and a Ghost Scepter. Mid Lashrak, great start, but now 3-7 and 2. Have that momentum that building slowly but surely up in the early game. Ghost Scepter even built up now from Kang. They've had enough. They don't want to be melted down by this TA Melt Strike. And Gyrocopter flank cannon with the minus armor up on them does a ton of damage as well. Placing Observer close to their tier 3 just to see over the ridge.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Who has the Blink Song though, and if they get vision up on this high ground of where Minerva, where 343, where Ben
they need to come back.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
How do they jump in? That's the one big problem. How do they initiate? Because Yamate walking here, getting split earth after split earth, lightning storm after lightning storm. It's not going to be enough. When the Blink Song comes in from AU, he's just ready and waiting. Song of the Siren, there's the BKB from Gyro, now running forward, looking for Kang, looking for the kills.
He's gonna get the racks.
He's got the flat cannon spamming back around between all of them. Raven, Ghost Scepter, Melt Strike dodged. Then he's clearing out this creep wave. Yamate, Ghost Scepter, he's got the damage output, but AU. He turns on the Song, resets the fight. They're going to focus because the cooldown is down onto pretty much no one. Vacuum back will drag them in. 343 heals himself. Yamate is still alive. Repel up. Noji dropping the wall though down there. And this is pretty much it. Ben down and out. And there's no buybacks left from 123. Anti-Mage is the last one standing. With that Iron Shell Darkseer chasing him down, he'll finally get back into the fountain. But that's it. TNC win 2-1 in its best of 3. Progressing themselves through to that semi-final up against MVP Phoenix.
That was just a shocker of a game. I would have not expected TNC to take the game so quickly of 1-2-3. But one mistake led to another, and TNC just capitalized on every single mistake. And they go through to the next round.